Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 as Real Madrid. So we've got a huge away triple header today. First and foremost we're away at Granada while Barcelona travel to Bilbao. Then, if we look at the schedule up here, we're away at Manchester City in the first leg of our Champions League knockout stage fixture. Couldn't get that out there. And then we're away at Barcelona in La Liga. If we win at the Nou Camp, we completely end the league, in my opinion. It's pretty much over already, but it will be completely over if we manage to win at the Nou Camp. So our squad here, we're actually going to start Zica for his first game. It's a big one to be thrown into, but I'm going to stick him on it. See what he can do. So Ishak, Prince and Martinez aren't going to make the squad. Origi, will we bench Origi? No, we'll screw it. We'll start Divock Origi today. So we're going to go with Navas, Danilo, Rugani, Ramos and Zica. Kroos and Kovacic, Bale, Isco, Ronaldo and Origi. And for Isco we will actually bring in James Rodriguez. He's been a little disappointing recently, James Rodriguez, but I'm going to bring him in. Now Zica only actually has 2 stars here, which is a little strange. I'm a little disappointed by that, but I think he can outperform his stars. He's struggling a little bit for fitness, so perhaps we will want to bring Carvajal on as the match goes. But I'm keen to get him in and get him games, get him settled into the team. I certainly don't want to be playing him in the big games like the Manchester City game or anything like that, so he's just going to have to take... It's just no comment and everything. He's certainly going to have to take these sorts of games where they could be tough games, but we do expect to get the victory. So expect them to pick up where they left off last time out, and here we go, let's just get started. I expect victory today, but Granada is a tough venue. We have beaten them every time we've faced them so far though, so I hope that will continue. And there's Ramos bringing somebody down early doors. Into the book already, oh dear. He better keep his head for the rest of the game as Toni Kroos delivers a corner. In towards Zica, it's headed away. James nods it to Ronaldo. Can he finish? Deflecting all around. Chance for Zica and it's blocked again. And a good challenge on Zica there. And the ball is cleared. A little sort of half chance scramble in their penalty box to start the action. Navas will take the goal kick now. Lots of early goings on, which pleases me. Bale forward, Ramis away, Kovacic now picking it up, dances past a couple, still going, but he eventually does lose the ball, and there's a possible counter on here as Fernandes finds Barral. Barral's through ball though will be picked up by Rugani. Back to Navas and we start again. He kicks it first time long towards Ronaldo, who can win the header, knocks it down to James. He goes wide for Gareth Bale, takes it into feet, lovely. Cutting inside on that left foot, he pings it out wide to Zica. What can he do with it now? First real moment for him in his career. Pings a nice ball to Kovacic, who has a bit of space to hit. And he does hit, and it's a great save actually by the goalkeeper. Good vision from Zica actually to spot the ball into the middle there, I think. Kroos' corner is caught by the goalkeeper, Olazabal. Solid if unspectacular first 15 here. Kroos whipping it in, headed away. Origi will pick it up, his first involvement. Toni Kroos now back out wide, takes it on that right foot, pings it to the edge to Rugani, who has space to unleash, but he threads it into James, who's taken down for a penalty. Excellent, relentless pressure, won the penalty. Ronaldo stepping up, has to score. He's missed quite a few actually, so he has to score this one. Ronaldo steps up, and it's 1-0. No mistake from the penalty spot for Ronaldo. He's been in sensational form this season. That's the 29th of the season, and we're just starting February. Playing very well. I believe he is the top goal scorer in the league currently. Game just quieting down a little bit. Zica will take the throw in here. Easy to Ronaldo, who's completely unmarked. He plays it to Toni Kroos. Forward to Origi. He holds it up well. Back to Kroos. Pinging it out to Danilo on the right, great ball. Danilo's ball across, Ronaldo catches it first time, and what a hit for his 30th goal of the season. Game should be over now. Absolutely unstoppable strike from Ronaldo. Beautiful. And Zica again with the throw in to Ronaldo, marked a little tighter this time, but he can easily take it in, and he's taken down by Carmona. Probably just be a yellow card here. No, just a telling off. But the free kick will be taken forward by Zica, excuse me. James to Kroos and Kovacic. He pings it out wide to Danilo, who should be able to play it around the corner to Bale. Great ball. Can Bale get it across now? He pings it in with his right foot. Origi's there but can't get it. Toni Kroos nods it back in. Origi takes it back to goal, down to Ronaldo, and it's a hat-trick. 33 minutes it's taken Ronaldo to celebrate his hat-trick. Spectacular performance from us today. Where are Granada in the league actually? Because I have a feeling they're not too bad. Where are they? Okay, they are. Okay, they're down in 16th. They are quite a way down. Ramos to Danilo and Kroos. Kroos now coming forward. We're absolutely dominating them here. Danilo to Gareth Bale, takes it into feet. Lovely turn, good challenge by Marquez, but it will break just to Kovacic. Now Kroos out wide to Danilo. Danilo into James. He's got Kovacic in support. Kovacic now, good challenge again, but James will pick it up now. James to Kroos and Kovacic. Good challenge again, but it will break to James again. Ronaldo now whacks one and it's hit the bar. Jesus, what a shot that is. Almost got his fourth there. We're probably going into half time now, 3-0 up. An absolutely dominating performance here away at Granada. They've been powerless to stop us so far, you can say that again. So, let's take a couple off. We'll take Ramos off for Vallejo. We will take Ronaldo off for Morata, and we will move Origi out wide. And we will take Kovacic off for Berardi as we continue our little experiment of trying to train Berardi as a central midfield player. Danilo now to Gareth Bale. He comes forward with it, playing it out wide to Zika. Good play from the team. I was maybe thinking about taking off Gareth Bale to try and protect him from any potential injuries today, but I've decided to leave him on. So hopefully everyone can get through this game without too much incident. We've done fantastically well today. They haven't had a single shot. Oh, now they have. Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything. But we're just seeing the game out here. A thoroughly professional job from us. Hopefully Bilbao can do something against Barcelona later on. Marquez will hold up the ball briefly. Launches it deep. Danilo plays it to Kroos as the referee blows his whistle. A 3-0 victory. Good way to start our away triple header here. The most important game, of course, is the one up next against Manchester City. The Barcelona game would usually be important, but we are miles ahead of them in the league, so it's not of super importance just now. Let us continue forward and see what kind of result Barcelona achieve before we go to that Manchester City game. Barcelona get a 1-1 draw with Bilbao. I think the league is probably over now. They are 23 points behind with just one in hand, so they'll still be 20 behind if they win that. And I mean, I'm sorry, you just don't make up 20 points on Real Madrid, especially when we've lost one and drawn one the entire season. You're just not going to catch us. So I think we are league champions. We can probably start to rotate a little bit now in the league. How many games? There's 13 games left, so that's 39 points. So it'd be nice to win it really, really early though, so I am tempted to play the strongest team until we mathematically win the league. So let's just continue to this Manchester City game here. I think in terms of whether or not we're going to play the strongest side, I would like to, in a sense, because I'd like to see how many points we can end up with. I'd like to see how many goals Ronaldo can end up with. But on the other hand, I would like to start playing players like Vallejo and Berardi and let's see. Yeah, we'll not prepare anything particularly special for City. As I say, I would like to see what all those guys could end up with, but I'd also like to play Berardi and I'd like to play Origi and Morata. Maybe we'll look at a two-striker option. I also want to try and play young Marion Prince in goals and see if we can bring him on a little bit with some league time. So I'm quite torn what to do. Let's get a scout report on all these guys that it's telling us to. Certainly no problem looking at any of them. Lindelof, possibly somebody that I might want to bring in because he can play a number of positions across the back. And he's also a quality player, so maybe someone we want to look at. So let's see what happens in the other Champions League games here. If it's going to show us that. Yep, so PSG 4-0 loss in London against Arsenal, so Arsenal probably through. Shakhtar with a 1-0 home victory over Roma, but that might not be enough. So Roma still might get through in that one. So Aubameyang would be a good signing, but he is 28 years old already, and 47.5 to 64 is a bit of an outlay. Volland's not good enough to justify that fee. Lacazette's the same. Otavio, I don't know. I don't see it personally. Højbjerg, nah. Ousmane Dembele, yes, but not for that price. Sule, don't need another centre-back, really. Lindelof for that price, maybe somebody we want to look at. And Van Dijk, no, I don't think so. So, I think we're ready to advance to the Manchester City game here, which is going to be an interesting test here. Barcelona are in action. Was that against Bayern Munich? No, against Benfica. Well, they should get through against Benfica, no bother. Zica won't play today. Carvajal will take up that left-sided position. Varane's not ready to come back, but Jose Gaya is. So, well, do we actually want to go for Gaya instead of Carvajal? No, he's at 76 match sharpness, so no, I think we'll go with Carvajal. It's Arsenal, City and PSG that want Morata. I think we're excuse me, going to go with this. So that will be Navas, Danilo, Rugani, Ramos and Carvajal, Kroos and Kovacic, Bale, Rodriguez, Ronaldo and Origi. Or do we go with Morata? Do we go with big game experience? Yeah, do you know what? I will go with Morata. I'm going to, just his big game experience from last year's Champions League run, it's going to see us through, I think. So I'm going with the standard formation that we do here, the aggressive attacking formation, controlling the ball. They're playing a slightly more defensive formation because they are playing our old man Casemiro in there in the midfield. Gundogan is probably going to be slightly deeper as well. De Bruyne being the playmaker. Griezmann is a worry, as is Aguero. Sané's a very quick player. Coentrao also our ex-man there in at left back. Fabinho's a good player. Stones and company will be a good pairing, and Claudio Bravo, regardless of his real life form at the minute, is a top-notch goalkeeper. So we have to watch, but I think we've got more about us. James is going to worry them, as is Bale, as is Ronaldo. Kovacic and Kroos probably a little stronger than De Bruyne and Gundogan, maybe around about the same. Our centre-back pairing, I would say, is definitely stronger than theirs, and Danilo Fabinho might be even, but I think Carvajal's better than Coentrao. So I think we should have enough about us. Never type Mark Sané, that's absolutely correct. He has too much pace, but always close him down. Gundogan closed down, De Bruyne closed down, Griezmann closed down, Aguero. I don't know what we want to do with it. Yeah, we'll close down Aguero. Absolutely we will. So, a first leg win would do us a world of good in the tie. Go grab the win. So that's motivated James Rodriguez and the goalkeeper. So here we go. Champions League night back again. As much as we've had a fantastic season so far domestically, if we put the Spanish Cup to one side, it would be for naught if we were to go and get beat here by Man City and go out in the Champions League last 16. So the league is secure, more or less, unless we absolutely collapse and lose like 10 of the last 13 games. But we have to make sure we do the business in the Champions League. That's far more important to our overall ambitions. So Ramos robbing Aguero. Morata picks her up. Can he play in Bale? He can. Has to take a nice first touch. Oh, it slows it down a bit much, but he's in and shoots and in is well wide in the end. A better first touch there, I think, and he can open his body up, but a good sign of intent, a good sign that we can get in behind them pretty easily by pinching the ball back. So Gareth Bale to deliver his free kick. Ramos flicks her on. Rugani at the back stick. Oh, he's put her over. And that was a great chance for us to take the lead here. The statistics are concerning me a little bit, that they've had 6 shots to our 2, 7 shots to our 3 now, but we have had the chances so far. So Navas putting it down now, launches it, not very long, but it goes to Rugani, clips it over the top for Morata, couldn't take it down. Company picks her up. Coentrao though giving her away. Agent Coentrao giving her away to Bale. Bale cutting inside in the left foot. Slips to Morata. Good touch. Good shot. Good finish. Big game experience. Morata comes through. Lovely to see that. Puts us 1-0 up. That puts us in a great position in the tie now. I'm just going to tell them that I'm absolutely ecstatic with that. It was a great performance, apart from James. James has been a bit iffy, so I'm going to replace him with Isco just now. The embarrassment of riches that I've talked about this season coming through there. We're able to sub off a world-class player like James, who isn't playing that well, and bring on a world-class player like Isco. So, not weakening the team whatsoever. Coentrao with a nice interception there, actually. Forward, it's dumped for Aguero to chase. He won't beat Rugani to it, and he can clear it. Isco picks it up now. Gareth Bale, is there something in this for us, I wonder, at the start of the second half? Back to Rugani and cross to Ramos. No, we're just going to control the ball. No problem with that, with the one goal lead. Toni Kroos delivers it easily away by De Bruyne, but a bit aimless. Kroos will pick it back up, closed down by 2, but gets it into Bale. Can he shoot here? Oh, and it's a good challenge by Fabinho there. Possibly taking a bit too long on the ball, Gareth Bale. Had to move that quicker, I think. Kroos' corner this time is headed away by De Bruyne a bit more decisively, and Gundogan will pick this up. Can we get the challenge in on him? And his ball is just poor for Aguero, and Danilo will rob them of it. Fabinho now takes a throw in. De Bruyne will pick that up well. Sané with picking it up over the top for Aguero. Is the sucker punch on here? Aguero closed down well. A good challenge, and woof, Keylor Navas with a good stop there to tip it wide. Maintaining our lead, which is excellent at this point. I'm just maybe going to tell them a little bit that they have to concentrate. Just calmly. I'm just gonna nudge them in that direction. I don't want to get too harsh on them just now. They're playing well today. Is this Pep Guardiola over here? Company injured. Otamendi coming on. That's probably their best player off. They're rock at the back. Danilo tripping someone. Yellow card for Danilo. Not excellent news. Carvajal now, he's booked as well. That's not great news. Carvajal now with the throw into Kovacic. Back to Carvajal. Possibly going to pull him for Jose Gaya. Giving that away there, but he does get it back. Carvajal, a bit of a mess here. Isco now playing it to Toni Kroos. Can he find Carvajal? Nope, he gives it away to De Bruyne. Now Aguero to Sané, and the counter is on here. It's back to Aguero. Aguero now, and it's Gundogan racing forward. Gundogan shoots, and oh my days, Navas, what are you playing at? Gundogan has just put the ball through Keylor Navas there. Oof, that is bad. I'm going to take off both of the fullbacks just now. Sergio Ramos can play right back. Vallejo will come on for Danilo, and Carvajal straight swap for Jose Gaya, but wow, that was bad by Navas. So we have the free kick now. Bale to Kroos. We had a bit of space there to really run in behind him. We've wasted it a bit. Ramos now. Rugani. We need to get another goal here, I think. Kroos to Kovacic. Kovacic out wide to Ramos. Tracked back by Griezmann. Kroos now. Got to flick it. No. He's kind of getting closed into a corner here. He needs to turn. Look inside. There you go. Kovacic now. A good ball forward to Morata. And they've pressed a bit much now. We possibly have a chance here. Ramos's ball is good. Morata's header's good. 2-1. We definitely deserve to win the game today. We've been dominant. If they were to get a draw out of this, it would be a bit of a robbery, I think. So spectacular for Morata getting the 2 goals there. Fernandinho and Nathan Ake coming on for them now. But the stats showing them having 19 shots to our 8. Completely misleading. Kroos whipping it in. Header away. And Isco doesn't have time to return it there. It is a 2-1 win for Real Madrid, which sets us up perfectly. They now have to come to Madrid and bag 2 goals against us. Real Madrid fortunate to beat Man City. Again, I think that's misleading. They did have 20 shots to our 8, but we were firmly in control of that game. Let's have a little look at Vitinho now. We're building up some information on him. I think he could become a good player, but we definitely need to track him a bit longer. He's very raw there. If he can develop a lot of those stats, then possibly he could become something. He's only just turned 18 last month, so possibly could become something, but a great performance from us there against Manchester City, and Benfica actually beating Barcelona. So Barcelona go into the El Clasico clash having drawn away at Bilbao and having lost away at Benfica, whereas we're going into the El Clasico clash having won 3-0 convincingly away at, who are we playing, Granada, and winning 2-1 away at Manchester City. Celtic losing to Anderlecht in the Europa League, which is a shame. Malaga with a win in their game in the Europa League, which is good for Spain. Not that we particularly need to worry about Spain's coefficient. And I am going to attack Barcelona because I feel they are ripe for the picking. Actually, they're completely fragile at the moment. They're miles behind in the league. They're not winning games, so I'm just going to go and attack them. I'm going to play attacking, fast football, and hopefully we can do the business. If we win this game, it's absolutely plain sailing. even more so than it already is. So the lineup for this game is going to be the strongest lineup. I'm going to be playing fast attacking football, just as we do normally when we play these big sides. I didn't do it against City because I felt we could just control City, which did prove to be the case. I didn't feel they were that strong. Barcelona chasing Coutinho apparently, which I don't think does much for them. I don't think he's any stronger than Neymar, for example. So I'm not worried about them getting him in. He's not exactly going to be one for the future either. Ronaldo, the centre-back, who's on loan at Maritimo just now. Nah, I don't think he's going to be one that we're going to be getting in. I've got a couple of players that we are monitoring just now, but I still think the goalkeeper is going to be the #1 priority in the summer. Keylor Navas is good, but I think we need to bring in someone else, unless we can bring on... Let's have a look at how Leo's getting on here. He looks a prospect for the future, especially with that 20 determination. He'll develop pretty well, I think. So, unless Marianne Prince can come on really, really well in the latter end of the season here, I think we're probably going to look for a goalkeeper. So it'll be the same starting 11 that started against Manchester City. It will be Navas, Danilo, Rugani, Ramos, Carvajal, Kroos, Kovacic, Bale, Rodriguez, Ronaldo and Morata. So let's do it. We'll change to our attacking style in the game, so it doesn't change to that permanently. So they're missing Busquets and Rakitic for this game. I'm not going to do the press conference. Their lineup: Ter Stegen, Lichtsteiner, Piqué, Umtiti, Alba, Mascherano, Sergio Roberto, Rafinha, Messi, Neymar and Suarez. So definitely their midfield section here looks to be relatively weak by their standards. Tight marking on Messi and Neymar, closing them down, etc. Closing down Suarez as well. So we're going to go for that. Let's just say we're on a good run and encourage them. I actually am going to close down Sergio Roberto and Rafinha. I think we can put them under a bit of pressure. So, as I say, we're going to go attacking. We're going to up the tempo a little bit, play a bit wider and mix the passing up a little bit now. Try and really get in their faces. So Mascherano to Umtiti. I believe we've won. Have we won twice here? I believe we did. I believe we won here last season and we won earlier this season. So Lichtsteiner getting forward. Played into Rafinha. Oh no, we couldn't have won here earlier this season because we're playing here now. That was stupid. We must have beaten them at the Bernabeu earlier this season. So Navas playing it long now. There will be something in this early doors for someone. Ronaldo's header on, away by Piqué. Messi will pick it up, dance through a couple of them. Rafinha coming forward now. Rafinha pings it out wide to Messi again. Messi pings it into the middle. Roberto flicks it on for Suarez, who hits it on the volley and it's just wide. What a goal that would have been for them. I'm a little disappointed how easily they managed to just nod it through us there. So Navas again, taking the goal kick here. Long it will go. James trying to win it in the air. Umtiti away. Kroos flicks a good one to Kovacic. He tries to play it over the top, but it is blocked. Neymar will pick it up now. He rolls it to Suarez. Suarez with a nice touch. Spins away. Plays it to Messi. They're playing pretty well here. Good expansive football. Messi's ball forward. Cut out by Rugani. He lobs it for Morata, who flicks it on. Ronaldo with a possible chance here. Nice first touch. Bearing down on the goalkeeper. Hits it, but it's a good save by Ter Stegen. It's usually a good game when you play Barcelona. When we've played Barcelona so far in this save, it's been good games. We've pummeled them once or twice, but we've lost important games to them as well. We lost at home to them last season, and obviously the sore one that I always bring up when we lost the Champions League final to them. I believe that was after extra time as well, if my memory serves, so that really did sting. But a draw here wouldn't be the end of the world. I'd be perfectly happy getting away from here with a draw. To have even the faintest outside hope of the title, they would have to beat us here, so if we can get away with a draw, that would be nice. Throwing into Neymar, good block by Kroos. James now goes back to Navas, out to Ramos. We're getting closed down a bit here, but he calmly plays it to Rugani, out to Kroos. Nice spin. James Rodriguez picks it up, forward for Morata. He goes out wide to Bale, and it's excellent play from us here, but Bale robbed by Rafinha. But he's robbed by Bale, but he's robbed by Rafinha, gives it away. Scrappy game. Morata now, can he look for Ronaldo? Nope, because he's been robbed by Mascherano. Piqué now playing it out to Messi. Very scrappy game here, but they ultimately do come away with the ball after a series of exchanges. Roberto now charging forward for them. Is it just going to be a hopeful shot? Nope, it's going to make its way to Suarez, who's going to put Barcelona 1-0 up. disappointing. Right, let's demand more from the lads here. It's been a poor effort so far today, actually. They've been clearly the better side, Barcelona. Messi to Piqué, now Sergio Roberto. He's got a huge overlap outside now. He's taking his time. He is being closed down. Titi now playing it to Rafinha, out to Neymar. What can he do with it? He loses it to Danilo. Played forward, but it's a hopeless ball forward. Easily picked up by Sergio Roberto. Tries to play on Suarez. Should be Regani's. It is. He goes back to the goalkeeper, and Navas will play it long, but it's aimless. Ramos does pick her up, though. Very, very scrappy game here. Bale playing it to Kroos. Over the top. Morata's in. Chance. Shot. What a goal by Morata. Great finish. 1-1 here. A draw which we really need the draw here. So, well, we don't need the draw here, but for morale's sake, I think, especially if we're going to make some headway in the Champions League, we need to get a draw here. I don't want to be going down to them here, especially the form they're in. So Neymar has whipped it in. It's a big scramble and fuck. Piqué. Yeah. Just before half time. That's a dagger in the heart, that one. It really is. I'm going to give them at both barrels here because we've really been poor. Ronaldo particularly has actually been pretty poor. I don't know, I can't really bring him off though. I can't bring myself to do that. We bring James Rodriguez off for Origi. We'll put him out wide and we'll put Ronaldo up top with Morata and we'll play a bit more direct to them. So let's do it like that. Let's play more direct passing. See if we can hit Ronaldo. We'll tell Navas to take longer kicks, distribute it quickly and look for the target man, which obviously is going to be Ronaldo. Tell him more direct passing, certainly. So he will play it out quickly towards Ronaldo when he gets the ball in his hands. Ronaldo has been pretty poor today, but hopefully putting him more central, he'll win the aerial battles. And he'll be able to create something, fashion some kind of chance for Morata. It would be disappointing to leave this away triple header with a poor result against Barcelona, especially in the form that they're in. They've not been good this season. They've not been good recently, actually, either. They're coming off a Champions League defeat, of course. So Navas will kick it long. Morata with a flick on. Good play from him. Gareth Bale now. Can he flick it on? He beats one. Plays it to Kovacic. Easy ball forward to Kroos, to Origi now. Can he find a ball through? He's going to lose it. Aimless from Divock Origi there. That's really poor to allow them just to get back and pinch it. Neymar coming forward now down their left hand side. Beats one. Beats two. Bends a shot, but it's easy for Keylor Navas, who doesn't look to be distributing particularly quickly for my taste. We've not done well today. We really haven't. Riyad Mahrez now is on for Lionel Messi. I'm going to bring on Berardi for Bale just now. The little experiment of making him a midfielder can wait just now. We need goals. So, oh, dear God. Well, I think that's the game done. Piqué's header just trundles into the net after Navas is caught stranded. It's been a poor day from us overall. Poor play from all over the pitch, really. Morata, the only player really doing himself any justice today. We're going to bring on Asensio for Kovacic just to give the young man some game time, but I'm really, really deflated with how we've played today. I expected to come here and get in about them and give them a really tough game, and it's kind of been easy for them today. We haven't made it difficult for them to play. They have looked the better team. Okay, you could say their 2 goals, which ultimately are going to decide the game, have come from a corner and a big hopeful launch into the box, but at the end of the day, what did we have? We had nothing. We had 1 chance for Ronaldo and we had the goal for Morata. They deserve the win today. They're not going to get anywhere near us in the league because they're so far behind, but this game could have been important. We could have only been 2-3 points ahead of them, and then this would have been the performance we came up with. Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. So they're going to get it, as I say, both barrels again. Far from pleased with the result. And obviously we're going to send the assistant to do the press conference. I don't like the press conference at the best of times, never mind having just lost to Barcelona. So that will be the last match for this episode. We have Bilbao and Deportivo coming up in the next episode. We possibly play the Las Palmas game as well, and then after that it will be Manchester City. So next time we've got some league games. We're going to try and rotate, so You know, if you want to see the youth players in action, wondering how they can get on, you'll definitely want to come back for the next episode. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll see you next time.